I'm Andrew, your host and translator for tonight, or morning, depending on where you're tuning in from. And welcome to our Tuesday AMA session as usual. Today's topic, as you can probably tell from the header, honestly, is one and one only, and that is the long anticipated launch of our very own EMC Hub, a fully decentralized on chain AI platform powered by EMC's decentralized GPU network. And so for today's launch, we have with us together just to do a quick introduction, we have Zed and Alex, co-founders of EMC. We have Herbert from the Defini Foundation. We have Million, founder of 8-Year Gang DAO. Shadow, founder of Mix Labs. Akira, co-founder of Yumi. Icarus, founder of Vicaria. Terrence, founder of Hashmeta. And Blade, who is the co-founder of CX. And so we've got a total of 9 guests who we've been working with together over the past month to introduce EMC Hub, what it does, some collaborations we've been working on, as well as the more business-oriented side of things, and much more. And so just to start things off, I'm sure we're all curious about what EMC's been up to these couple weeks as a kind of status update. So yeah, Zed, 你能给我们介绍一下 EMC 项目近期的一些进展吗？Zed 老师，有请。
Hello，哎，大家好。今天来了很多朋友，感谢大家。因为今天的这个嘉宾特别多，所以我会尽量讲的简短一些，然后也减轻一下安杜的翻译工作。首先我要感谢这1个月来整个 EMC 团队和外部合作伙伴的共同努力，非常辛苦。然后在这1个月期间内 ，EMC 发了2个测试的 RWA 的产品，一个是 RWA 的算力产品。NFT 是我们跟 Yumi 一起去合作的，发售以后大概是在5秒之内售罄。另外一个是 AI 的模型的 NFT 产品，也是跟 Yumi 的平台去合作，销售的时间大概是1分半，整个成绩都非常好。
And yeah, we have many friends here tonight. Thank you everyone for showing up. And since we have many guests here, I'm gonna just try to make this short, as well as lightening up some of the translator work. And so I just really want to start off, thanking EMC, and all of our partners for this, endless hard work this following month. We've put out 2 test NFTs, one, both are with Yumi in collaboration with Yumi. And so the first one was an RWA real world asset computing NFT that we've sold out in 5 seconds. And the second one is our AI model NFTs, which sold out in 1.5 minutes, which are both very good results, I'd say.
同时 EMC 团队开发了整个 dashboard， 就是 EMC 网络的整个浏览器。在一个多小时前，我们已经把它更新到 Canist 上面，并且在官网的做了入口。现在大家如果是上这个浏览器，是可以看到整个 EMC 网络的工作情况。目前在我眼前显示的，有1658个节点，主要分布在中国、美国，包括东南亚、欧洲这些国家。地图上面都能显示出整个 EMC 网络的节点的工作情况，以及每一个节点的详细配置信息。
And so at the same time, the EMC team developed the entire dashboard for our EMC network, and we just updated it about an hour ago, and it's currently on the official site. You can see how it works on your browser. It shows me now that we have 1,658 nodes currently, mostly in China, America, Europe, etc. And you can see all the details of the nodes on the map. If you just click on it, it's interactive, stuff like, where they are, as well as their, what they are, I guess, in terms of computing power, etc.
同时在几个小时之前 ，EMC Hub 也终于更新到Canist 上面，并且也在官网的生态系统里面做了入口。现在可以从EMC Hub 点 AI 这个网址直接进入到整个 EMC Hub 的主页，上面已经有AI 的这个模型可以跑在现在 EMC 网络的这些节点上面。同时也可以去下载模型自动部署的 大家可以到时候去试一下。
So we've also updated the EMC Hub onto our ICP canisters and put it all on our official website and stuff. So now you can actually, if you type in emchub.ai, I repeat emchub.ai, you can view it on you can view the EMC Hub website, I guess, directly from your browser. And we have AI models already uploaded that can run on EMC network nodes, and you can also just download them and automatically deploy models on our EMC network. Yeah.
我们同时还在策划一个为期4周的EMC Hub 的一个启动的一个方式，就是从整个白皮书里面的开发者奖励开始启动。当用户开始往 EMC Hub 上面这个上传 AI 的模型的时候，这个启动这个奖励就会去激发，为期4周，然后后面开始进入一个正常的阶段。这个我们会把它当成一个运营活动来做。我们希望 EMC Hub 会成为全球最大的 AI 模型的一个聚集市场。
So we're also planning a 4-week EMC Hub kind of bootstrap initialization plan. So as per our white paper, tokenomics distribution kind of plan that we wrote in there, we're going to give rewards to users for uploading models for the first 4 weeks of EMC Hub, coming online starting now. And so afterwards, it's just we're going to enter the normal stage, I guess. And so we're going to treat this as an event, essentially. And we hope that EMC Hub will become the largest marketplace, or I guess platform of AI models in the world. Yeah.
同时我们会在后面很快我们会把 EMC Hub 开源，希望有更多的开发者加入进来，去大家合力去共同去完善整个 EMC Hub 的各项功能。然后同时 EMC 网络预计是在下周会跟Filecoin 上面存储网络的泰坦系统去打通，专门为 EMC 去定制了一套 SDK， 那么整个模型上面的数据，包括用户产生的数据，都可以切片加密并存储在Filecoin 的这个泰坦网络上面，他们的整个调用速度通过 CDN 会变得非常快。
And at the same time, we're going to open source EMC Hub quite soon, and we hope that more developers can come in to co-develop and improve EMC Hub together, with our development team. And EMC Hub is we're gonna have I guess announce our collaboration with Filecoin's Titan Systems next week. We did this whole I guess personalized SDK. And all data that users upload can all be distributed and encrypted and then stored on the Titan system. And it's very fast through their CDN network.
然后另外还有一个进度就是EMC 已经在跟一些团队进行合作，并且开发出了专门针对 GPU 的算力指数这个等一会儿那个 Blade 会去详细的去讲一下，我们预计会在日本的市场先推出这个算力指数，叫做 E-Index， 然后这个算力指数会成为 EMC 后面网络上面的 RWA 产品的一个风向标，会开发出一系列的 RWA 产品，包括在中心化交易所和去中心化交易所上都会同时上。
And also, EMC is already working together with a couple teams to specifically develop a GPU computing power index. And Blade will go into this more in detail later. And it's called E-Index, and we're planning to launch it first in Japan. And so this is going to be EMC's standard for all things RWA. And quite soon we're gonna be using it for all stuff for all sorts of RWA things on decentralized exchanges as well as centralized ones.
Yeah. 以及还有最后一件事情，EMC 准备在接下来的几天之内会提交 SNS，希望大家都来支持 EMC。好， 我的发言就到此结束，下面的时间交给其他的嘉宾，感谢大家。
And just the last thing, in the following days, we will be having our next round in our SNS, and we hope everyone can come support. Yeah, and that's all that Zed has to say for this. Thank you very much, Zed, for your answer. We are on quite a tight schedule, as you mentioned, so we're just going to continue through the questions here. But again, it's nice to hear about all the stuff that we've been working tirelessly on in these weeks. And so our second question for today is for Herbert, joining us today from the Tiffany Foundation. So yeah, Herbert, from your perspective, how does EMC contribute to the IC ecosystem, and how should it interact with the other elements or parts of said ecosystem? Herbert.
Hey, thank you, Andrew. Yeah, this is a great honor to be invited back again to the AMA of EMC team. And we are all part of this historical moment. I think we all been waiting for something happen in the IC ecosystem that can tap into the very exciting artificial intelligence trend right now. So I think the biggest impact EMC team can and will bring to the ICP ecosystem is the thundering step toward a very exciting future, that is the AI plus Web3. I think the industry, not only just ICP ecosystem, the crypto industry at large has been wondering in the last few months what happened to all the love from the investors, from developers, and from all the media. It seems that all attention are now on AI now, not so much on crypto or Web3. So everyone has been trying to find an angle, right, to create synergy between AI and their own layer one ecosystem. So it's I think it's a very opportune moment for ICP now. Obviously, with our technology, with our very unique technology stack, that we can do not only just the ledger, but also distributed computing and data storage. ICP, our stack is uniquely positioned to harness the power of artificial intelligence, and I'm very grateful for the EMC team. After their exhaustive blockchain ecosystems, among all others, they chose to build this network or AI computational marketplace on the ICP. So this is really a call to action to a lot of other startups in our ICP ecosystem, and the EMC team has been, in the last few months, has been really carrying the torch. So that is really the first. I think it's really a call to action to a lot of other startups in the ecosystem who, I think, for the past 2 years, everyone has been just being bogged down by endless anticipation and then disappointment, anticipation again about various features on the roadmap, and all kinds of DeFi play. So the AI, I think the AI scenario has just unlocked a whole new world. That's exciting to all of us. And then on the more macro level, I think there are many angles that the EMC's products can integrate with the other services and decentralized applications that are already available and also growing fast in the IC ecosystem, such as the Yumi NFT marketplace that Zed mentioned earlier. And Yumi, I'll leave the stage to Akira later on, but Yumi is one of the fastest growing NFT marketplace in the IC ecosystem. So I'm really looking forward to see this RWA product between Yumi and EMC. And there's a lot of other solutions that can be integrated into EMC, such as all the DID, the digital ID solutions from Plug. I think that's already available for the EMC users, as well as maybe for future considerations like Astra X, or even like a HashKey DID. which is also building a integration with IC. So all these DID solutions or wallets, I think potentially they can join the EMC network as a participant in terms of contributing computing power, and then also just participate in the marketplace to build on the prices of computing as a resources. And there are also a lot of other, I think, tooling solutions that could potentially, I think, have a synergy with EMC products as well, such as, I can name a few, such as the Riddle, which is a solution developed by Mix Labs, one of the major developer studios in Asia in the IC ecosystem that has developed quite a few very popular services, from IC Scan to another metaverse toolkit called a Shareverse. But most recently, we got a preview of their Riddle network that is trying to build a DataFi network to harness the power of data on ICP. So potentially, I think there's room for collaboration there as well. As data and computing, these two things go hand in hand. Another hot startup in the IC ecosystem I can think of is Dmail. Right, Dmail just announced today that they successfully closed their pre-A funding, and brought in quite a few new investors. So Dmail, they can do emails on the IC blockchain. So one scenario could be, in terms of sending all kinds of notifications for the users or validators or node providers on the EMC network. Instead of using the good old Gmail or even Protomail, maybe there's a room for Dmail to contribute as well. So the list goes on. I think there's a lot of solutions that are already available in different verticals in ICP, but they're all looking for something. They're looking for a platform that is broad enough, that is versatile enough to use their services, because all those services on their own, they all face the challenge of cold start, the early user, the early user community. But I think together we can grow stronger, and I think that's the power of EMC, because it's you guys have created such a vast canvas that a lot of other developer studios can paint together in the coming months. So I'm really looking forward to what's gonna happen to the EMC portfolio in the coming months. Thank you, Andrew.
Yes, thank you, Herbert, for your very valuable insights on EMC from the kind of IC ecosystem-wide perspective. Again, tight schedule, but finally we are going to get into the star of tonight's show, and that's EMC Hub. So, Alex, if you could just introduce to us, EMC Hub, what it is, as well as where it's going in terms of operations.
Yeah, thank you, Andrew, and good morning, good evening to everyone. I'm very excited to have all of our guests joining us on witnessing the launch of EMC Hub. And EMC Hub is a truly decentralized AI community forum and marketplace that powered by decentralized GPU computing. So, and more importantly, EMC Hub is running on IC canisters. So we now have a truly decentralized platform where all the AI developers can actually communicate, collaborate, and it offers unique benefits and opportunity for them to work together. So through this platform, we hope to provide a forum and build a community for AI developers, and enabling them to effectively communicate, co-build, and cooperate effectively through our truly integrated Web3 economies. So what's to come? In EMC Hub, developer can find all the AI models inclined towards image, audio, and text generation, and many is to come. And eventually, we're going to have AI that empower in the futures all the models that we can think of. And it's truly built and developed by communities. So on EMC Hub, you have access to the plethora of different models by communities, participants, who in turn receive rewards on their contribution to the EMC Hub networks. As Zed has already shared, we will launch a marketing program on the first 4 weeks, but this is going to continue as in our current design. This developer rewards is part of our token reward pool, and it's actually with a whopping 1.05 billion tokens that are available for developers across different platforms. Well, it's not all for EMC Hub, but EMC Hub is the first platform where we will find developers' contribution, and they will reap the first low-hanging fruit of this token that are available for distribution when the mainnets go live. So more than half of the tokens in the total EMC network will be distributed to the contribution to the networks. So apart from this developer networks, we also have the computing networks providers, which is already currently participating in our testnet. And when we move into mainnet, the total of 420 million tokens will be up for distribution through providing or contributing a computing asset, GPU network, into EMC networks. So all this computing power will be used to power our EMC Hub, and it's a truly decentralized platform. And nevertheless, we also have 380 million reward pool, which is equivalent to about 18% that will be reserved for marketplace transaction. So as we already launched two business models, one is computing RWA, which is very successful. And last week, we launched the world's first AI model NFT, which is a unique business model that can help our AI developers to monetize their work. So all this will be transacted in our marketplace and through our partnership with different marketplaces as well. So all of these marketplace transaction rewards will be also available when the mainnet go live. So by providing a free trading marketplace, EMC Hub hopes to help developers to monetize their works and users. So we also help users to find their ideal AI models. And we are very delighted to invite one of our special guests today to share how, as a user, you would be utilize EMC Hub, where it would be drawn to basically help him to empower the real world business through cutting-edge AI models. So last but not least, EMC Hub will provide a wide range of tools to aid our developers throughout their entire development cycles, from NFT minting tools to dApp framework and forum for their developers, and even a dApp launchpad that we are planning for a future roadmap, and as well as a bounty system, something that you could think of it like Gitcoin, where people can actually post their work or share their AI projects that allow collaborations and contribution through this Web3 economy. So it allows tasks to be done quickly and more effectively. So again, I'm very delighted to announce that EMC Hub is now available, and it will be available through emchub.ai as their website. And yeah, let's have more sharing from our VIP today. Thank you, Andrew.
Right, thank you. Wonderful. Thank you for your introduction. And so we can see that with EMC Hub, as with every other AI-related project, there's a lot of computing power involved in this, as mentioned, which EMC does have, an entire network of in the form of interconnected GPUs. Again, like Zed mentioned, we call these RWAs for real-world assets, and they're quantified by computing power standard that we've created. So if we could have Blade from CEX give us a brief rundown of what they are and what all this jargon, in a sense, all really means. Blade. 对，胡总这边可以给我们介绍一下 RWA 和散利指数吗？胡总有请。
Hello， RWA 和那个我们说的这个 E-index 指数啊，其实是一个非常重要的一个事情我不知道我说的话现在大家听得清楚吗？
听得清楚，对的，没问题。
OK， RWA 呢其实是行业里面在现在一个重要的一个热点。那么RWA 呢一直以来呢是在 NFT 和现实化进行相结合的一个很重要的事情在过去的时候呢，大家也努力做过尝试，但是其实都不太成功。其实有个很根本性的问题就是如果想让 RWA 和现实世界的某一个资产进行连接，那么跟现实世界所产生的这份连接一定跟人有关，它不能够脱离于人。好，一旦跟人有关之后就会产生各种各样人所在社会上被控制的事儿比如说我们所谓的法律比如说我们所谓的政治经济等等其他因素所以说 RWA 以前跟这个实体资产，比如说房地产绑定，跟什么大宗商品什么，还有人跟猪肉绑定的，还有跟茶叶绑定的几乎都失败了就完全没有任何机会。那我们今天所考虑的 RWA 有个最重要的一个巨大的未来是什么？就是跟 AI 算力相关当然我们说今天的 AI 算力可以说是显卡算力，但其实不仅仅是显卡算力我们说显卡算力其实是 GPU 我们说今天的还有 TPU 还有 NPU其实这个我们统一称之为叫做 AI 的算力我们统称为 AI 算力。但是 AI 算力这个事情呢，在 EMC 呢，我觉得有一个非常大的一个价值就是它是有一个标准的在很早之前呢定过一个标准它是以一个亿为单位的EABCDEFG 的 E 以一个亿为单位的这么一个算力标准。这是很早之前EMC定下的这个标准。这个标准的确定，让我们说，不管你是 GPU、TPU、NPU 也好所有的显卡算力我们通过1个亿、2个亿、3个亿、5个亿、100个亿、1000个亿我们就能够衡量出来这个算力的这么一个数量。那这些算力在历史上所有的 Web3 的圈子的同学一听到算力这个词的时候，想到的基本上都是 CPU 的算力或者是存储算力。没有在历史上没有计算算力比如说我们说今天并发处理的所谓的 GPU 的 AI 算力其实是并发处理的一种算力我们今天说 AI 算力其实就指的这种算力，而只有 EMC 在最早的时候定下了这个单位。我们知道在最早定出这个单位的价值是非常巨大的。那我们今天在通过 NFT 实现AI 算力的交易的时候，这个时候产生了一个非常有价值的变化。也就是说，显卡算力或者是 AI 算力AI 算力其实是跟实体相关的。我是不是说多了？那个 Andrew， 我说的太多了之后你没法翻译了，是不是？
没事，对的，我这边方便的话，我先稍微翻一下，好吧？
对，实在抱歉，因为我忘了那个你要持续性的那个翻译然后那个我说的可能有点多然后不行的话，回头你要有什么疑问你再问我，然后我还可以再去说。我现在要等你一下吗？
对的，麻烦把麦这边闭一下。
好，
谢谢。Yeah, so RWA and E-index, which is again, like we mentioned, our computing power standard, is a very important thing, and for mainly because RWA in the industry is currently quite an important hot topic, and we've all tried. There have been quite a few attempts at RWAs, which is based essentially at its core attempting to bring NFTs together with reality, I guess, real world assets, the real world. And the problem that they faced is that if you want RWA to be combined with some asset in the real world, this connection really has to be related to people, which inevitably leads to cases of people being controlled in society by things like politics, laws, economics, etc. And so previously, all of the attempts to do RWAs with NFTs connected with gold, real estate, even pork, all failed without a doubt. And so the most important thing about today's RWA is that it's about AI computing power. and you could call this computing power, but more specifically, we refer to this as AI computing power. Because it's not just about GPUs, TPUs, MPUs, etc. We're just kind of using this umbrella term because, again, it really doesn't matter to us, at least, what you're using, as long as you can do what you say you can do, which is, again, the point of having a standard. And so historically, I guess a long time ago for EMC, we did work together with EMC to establish a unit, a standard, with E as a unit, the letter E of the alphabet. And this standard made us confirm that we could measure computing power no matter what card you have. Again, if you have an RTX 3090, your 3080, 4060, or even just a type of card, again, TPU, GPU, MPU, etc. And so that's what really made us try to do this, I guess, to have this idea and actually build this up. And so historically, if you ask someone who's been working in Web3 about computing power, they think of, CPU computing power, storage, etc., but not computing power in the terms of, this simultaneous computing, or multi-line kind of computing that GPUs do with AI, essentially. And so EMC is the first in this category to actually do establish this kind of standard for AI computing power specifically. And again, I don't think I need to explain how there's this immense value in being the first to set a standard. And so when we trade these, it really creates this valuable point of that, AI computing is really related to real world assets in a sense. Yeah.
贝那边他好像是手机没电了，还是在日本那边没有信号了。刚才他跟我说了一下，这样的我来帮他把那个，因为我看了他在日本的一个演讲啊，我来帮他把后面的讲完。可能要麻烦安德到时候接一下。这么多真是特别难为你。RWA 的一个产品，他们会在因为刚才那个胡总也讲了，在日本主要是做这个 RWA 的整个一个金融化的一个产品，包括刚才我看了有人在问说，我们的 AI 模型的 NFT 它的实用性应该如何来使用，正好我就借机一起来回答这个问题。那么我们在日本到时候会发几个类似的 RWA 产品，包括算力的和模型的。先讲算力的，它这样的一个金融化的产品，它其实可以，比如说大家使用它来众筹建立一个算力节点，通过这个购买这个 RWA 产品，然后来进行聚集资金，共同参与这个算力建设，并且共同分取收益。如果是模型的产品的话，不但可以去持有这个模型权益的一部分，也可以从这个模型在市场里面的交易情况来获得它的版税分成。同时，因为它是有实用性的，那么当这个模型，比如说它售卖它的 API 的时候，这部分的收入也是可以作为持有这个 RWA 产品的一个持续的收益分成。
Oh, why is it funny? Yeah. So, Blade, who with again from CEX, he's experiencing a couple technical issues. I'm not quite sure if he's out of battery on his phone or his internet might have had a couple issues in Tokyo, where he is. So Zed, again, he's picking up, I guess, on some of his ideas because he was at his speech. He did, I guess, attend his speech. In Tokyo. And so with RWA products, he's been doing, these economic, I guess, products or financial products with RWAs. And I'll just answer, I'll take this opportunity to answer a question that people have asked me previously as well, which is how, we actually use these NFTs. And so we're going to put up these NFTs in Japan, both computing and AI model NFTs. And so we can use this to crowdfund, for example, a computing node by buying RWA products to have this kind of shared economy kind of similar to how people have been doing it with these mining pools where you kind of everyone chips in with Bitcoin, Ethereum, etc. And so that's those. So these are the RWA NFTs. And so with the models, they're not really. It's not only part of. You don't only share model revenue by holding their NFTs, but also you get this kind of shared income in a sense through trading. When they trade it, you get this income from intellectual property because essentially now you own the model, or at least part of it. And also there's, again, like you mentioned previously, this continuous kind of revenue that you get when people or share of the revenue when people actually use the model. Yes.
同时我可以再举一些其他的例子，比如说当你持有，因为我们也跟这个IC 生态里面的 Lighthouse 已经做了一些合作方面的事先的沟通因为他们已经实现了跟 ERC20的这个协议打通，那么我们可能也会去发一些在 EVM 上面的 RWA 产品。那么用户如果持有以太坊或者是 EVM 上面的资产的话，那么它其实是可以在上面做质押。然后来这个比如说借贷完成借贷EMC 或者是算力产品，然后来去做其他的投资，那么这样子就可以打通几条链的一个资产包括 FineCal 也是这样子。
And as another example, in the IC ecosystem, we've been, communicating, sort of cooperating with Lighthouse, again from the IC ecosystem, and they've actually managed to, I guess, get the entire thing work with the ERC20 protocol. And so you have with this you have assets that it allows staking and borrowing of assets of EMC essentially for investments, etc. And so you can really multiply the kind of financial economic ecosystem that you have in place here. And we're going to do that with Filecoin as well.
至于那个算力指数 E-index 这个是我和日本的几位金融工程师我们一直在制定这个标准。总体来说就简单一点讲的话，这个算力指数中间大概有23个因子来构成，那么包含着这个包括英伟达微软这些公司的这些股票指数都会纳入到其中作为因子。当然它也包含了一些比如说 OpenAI 的估值EMC 的这个全网算力甚至包含一些 GPU 云的公司的实时报价这样一个多因子的纳入到一起的一个模型，它会反映出整个市场里面的一个算力的应该可以讲算力的这么一个供需关系或者说它的一个价格的一个衡量指数。我相信随着这个指数的不断完善，它会成为AI 行业的一个非常重要的一个指标，就像是原油指数一样。
And so with the about the E-index, we've actually worked with a couple financial engineers from Japan to make this happen. And so just quick rundown, we have 23 variables in there, including the stock prices of NVIDIA, Microsoft, as well as OpenAI, the pricing of OpenAI, stock pricing of OpenAI. And we also have other variables such as the total amount of computing power on the EMC network, as well as even the live pricing of various GPU cloud providers. And so this really just does a really good job of reflecting the supply and demand for computing power, I guess, in the entire computing market. And with continuous improvements and polishing to this, I believe that this will become a very important standard throughout the entire AI industry.
Hello， 在的，能听到我说话吗？
能听到，我刚才已经
对，我刚才掉了，在东京这边信号实在不稳定，希望所有的同学们能够理解啊，真的很抱歉，跟大家道歉。我稍微提一句啊，因为我刚才听到了在说这个事情啊，因为今天呢，我们这个在这个东京 CEX 呢和 EMC 呢在东京的 WebX 现场其实是我们发布了这个全球的算力指数这个事情其实做的非常有意义因为我们包括还联合很多机构一起发布的这个算力指数，因为这个算力指数呢，刚才在的已经说了它的意义。那么对于所有的这个面向未来的 AI 的从业者和包括我们的投资人包括未来的算力期货的做市商这个投资人等等，那么都会需要有一个标的它能够去衡量住到底今天的算力的涨和跌，未来的算力的涨和跌这点上对于所有的从业者来讲是非常非常重要的。所以我们期待呢在虚拟世界里面会出现一个特殊的大宗商品这个大宗商品就像刚才在的说的像原油一样这个能够跟现实世界中的非常非常重要的大宗商品，比如说我们说的原油也好，大豆也好包括这个很多很多的大宗商品，在虚拟世界里面，在数字世界里面，我们今天看到其他的大宗商品可能没有那么大意义，最重要的大宗商品其实就是我们今天看到的 AI 算力它的稀缺性它的产量、它的产能包括它的长期的这个需求量是非常非常高的所以说我们看到这块对于我们所有 Web3 的人群，我们所有 Web3 的用户会产生巨大的价值这个刚才那个在跟我说那个我要说的那个慢一点因为我这边确实是可能确实身体状态不是特别好所以说可能说的多了一点还得麻烦 Andrew 再去说，然后那个再去翻译然后那个我可能就因为我这边信号也不是特别好，我就得只能断线了，然后有些需要的东西呢需要在大哥再去跟大家再去补充吧，好吗？对不起在的我今天状态不是特别好
好的，感谢胡总。Yeah, so with CEX with EMC, we've actually just, and also with a couple other organizations, we've just uploaded or put online, I guess, our e-index at WebX in Tokyo live. And so for all future-oriented investors, developers, etc., working in this Web3 AI kind of industry, we really do need a standard for the pricing of computing power to know, whether its value has gone up, gone down, etc., kind of in the way that you see, stocks and stuff. And so I hope that there will be a special commodity, or I project that there will be a special commodity in the virtual world, such as similarly, I guess, to the oil index and the soybean index for real-world assets. And so in the virtual and digital world, the most important commodity, of course, will be computing power. And so it's essential, it's very crucial to know about, I guess, its supply, its demand, its long-term demand, all, how all of that is going along for, again, people working in Web3. And so we feel that, for all Web3 users, developers, investors, etc., this is really going to be something that can create a ton of value for you guys, I guess. Yeah. Yeah. And so yeah, thank you, Blade and Zed, for your insights and regarding e-index and RWAs and all that stuff. And yeah, just to take our eyes off of VMC Hub for 1 second, if you've been following our Twitter account these couple of days, you might have seen the 2 waves of NFTs again that we've released. That again Zed mentioned previously quite a lot. With just to recap, a set of AI model NFTs selling out in under 2 minutes, and our RWA NFTs selling out in 5 seconds, which is frankly kind of just crazy, but in a good way. Thank you for all your love and support again. And now we have with us Akira from Yumi to talk more about, NFTs. Yeah. Welcome, Akira.
Hello, everyone. I'm Akira, the co-founder of Yumi NFT Marketplace. Yeah, today it's my pleasure to be present at Yumi to join this Twitter space. Yeah, and also it's our pleasure to cooperate with EMC. We just released 2 AI-related RWA NFT collection in last week and also last Friday. Yeah, both RWA collection, NFT collection are sell very well. Yeah. So the first one is EMC AI computing power RWA NFT. It was said it is world first AI computing power RWA NFT. Now this NFT, the floor price is 45 ICP. However, the release price, the launchpad price is just 3 ICP, which means the price increased 15 times. Yeah. So, and also the trading volume is over 4,000 ICP. So now is number 9 largest trading volume collection in the Yumi NFT marketplace. Yeah. So the other collection is the EMC AI model NFT. It is also world first AI model equity NFT. So the launchpad price is 3 ICP. However, now the floor price is 24 ICP. So which means the price also increased at time. So both of these two collections was sold out within 1 minute or 2 minutes. Yeah. So from this two collection, it could be found the EMC RWA NFT is very popular and also valuable. Yeah. So ICP community members very like this project or this kind of NFT. It's not like the PFP NFT. This kind of computing power NFT or AI model NFT, it is a asset. Yeah, I don't know it's a real world asset or not, but it's an asset. Yeah, so community members very like it, and I think this kind of NFT will be very valuable. Yeah, and will be promising. Yeah. So we believe the EMC will bring something new to ICP ecosystem, maybe the new assets, new NFT, and also new community member, and also new projects to ICP ecosystem. Additional, so as one of the biggest NFT marketplace in the ICP ecosystem, Yumi also would like to cooperate with the EMC further closely and provide some more wonderful service and tool to EMC project and also other ecosystem project. Yeah, that's all from me. Yeah, from the Yumi. Yeah.
Right. Thank you very much, Shakira, again, and Yumi, I guess. And yeah, well, I mean, just to bring our sites back to EMC Hub, we have been working on a partnership with developer communities such as Shadow's Mix Labs. So Shadow, if you could talk a bit about our collaboration and just the role of developers in EMC Hub in general. 对 ，Shadow 老师这边能跟我们介绍一下和开发者社区的合作和开发者在 EMC Hub 中的角色，以及能为各自创造带来什么价值吗？有请 Shadow 老师。I just he might not be here. 1 second. Apologies.
"今天好像推特有问题啊，我看他们都掉线了，要不然先问下一个吧。
Hold on. Yeah, so again, apologies, but yeah, Twitter, as you all know, Twitter with the new rebranding and stuff has also brought with it quite a lot of issues. I'd say it's fair share of issues, and so yeah, Shadow had he's off currently. He can't get back into the spaces. He can't connect back. So we're just gonna move on to our next question, I guess. Yeah, and so in addition to like developers and the developer kind of community, we all know, you know, nodes, or I guess node providers are another or I guess the other important part of the EMC Hub ecosystem. And so we have Icarus and Million, our global partners from Australia and Hong Kong, respectively, with us today to talk to us about, nodes and node providers. Yeah, so we'll start with Icarus. Please take the floor.
Thanks, Andrew. Thanks for having me here on this AMA. It's a pretty important day for EMC, launching the EMC Hub software platform. I don't know if anyone else has already had a quick look after Alex announced it and earlier in the space, but I hopped on the computer and had a quick look, and it certainly looks very impressive. So, well done, team. That's really, really great. So, on the sort of node provision side, of course, running a platform, whether it's the internet computer or the EMC network, both being sort of decentralized platforms, requires the participation of a range of different organizations, of which Ikaria Systems, my business, is one. And we're sort of been trying to actively participate, not just in providing the nodes, but actually, especially with EMC, sort of participating and helping organise in our area, at least of the world, Australia, New Zealand, and South Pacific area, what the main net, building that out, and in terms of the infrastructure inside data centres that will provide the central access for all computing power contributed by PCs and other devices in the area, as well as computing power located actually in the data centres themselves. So, it's been interesting to process that. It's been great working with Alex and Nina at EMC, as well as the Definity team at engineering team with regards to getting some internet computer online in parallel with the EMC nodes. And pleased to say that we've just recently, as in 2 days ago, signed a channel partner agreement with the NextDC data center network here in Australia, which is one of the not just best data center organisations in Australia, but probably in the world. It's a fantastic organisation. So we've now signed on with them as a channel partner. We'll be able to provide node provisioning in racks in data centres, tier 4 quality data centres across Australia. Now with the internet computers, we're sort of restricted to pretty much 1 or 2 sites in terms of what we can contribute there for decentralization reasons, which are fair and effective. With the EMC network, we're hoping to have a few sites to actually help build out the main network here in Australia and the area, and also try and contribute to something of a model for extending the main net elsewhere with other partners of the EMC network. So I don't have a whole lot more to contribute over what I've said previously in other AMAs about how that works in terms of trying to co-locate IC and EMC together to make it an effective model for supporting both networks. Other than it's been a very interesting ride over the last 6 weeks. Can't believe it's been so short a time since we first connected and started talking about trying to help build this platform so that EMC Hub and all the developer activity and the AI user and consumer activity that's going to operate on it has a solid foundation. So I'd just like to say, great work to the EMC Foundation and developers and the team there. So appreciate that all the amount of hard work that's been going on in the amongst the team and everyone else who's contributing is huge. And over the last sort of 2 months, especially, it's been fantastic to see. So I'd also like to say good luck with the upcoming SNS launch on the IC. With regards to actually launching as a decentralized DAO. So we're all looking forward to that, I'm sure. So I'll hand back to you, Andrew.
Right. Thank you very much, Lachlan, for sharing. It's been great working with you as well. But now for our partner from Hong Kong, Million 老师这边可以聊一下 EMC 生态中的算力节点吗？有请。Hello， 听一下 Million 这边在吗？
OK， 好，我们抱歉。
Yeah.
OK， 我同步一下最近EMC 香港节点的一些进展。我们已经签约了在香港的一家就是高标准的一个数据中心，然后我们会很快就是开展就是相应的这个准备工作。我们觉得就是说就是我希望是未来在几周内吧就可以上线这个EMC 的这个验证节点，这包括路由节点，包括算力节点。后续呢，我们会持续增加在香港数据中心的 GPU 数量，然后可以为亚太地区呢提供非常强大的计算服务。OK，翻译一下啊。
Oh, sorry. So just to do a brief alignment with progress on our EMC HK nodes in Hong Kong. We've just signed a high standards kind of professional data center, and we will start our preparation work soon. And so we hope that in a couple of weeks we can bring up all the nodes, computing, validation, as well as Jupyter nodes. And so we aim to increase the nodes in our HK centers, and really just build it into this really powerful computing resource kind of for all users in Asia.
OK， 那个我认为呢，就是大家可以在这个 EMC 的 dashboard 我们可以看到节点数量已经非常多了。这些呢都是去中心化的力量，我觉得这是给整个 EMC 生态带来非常大的价值。然后我们香港数据中心的价值呢，就是我们提供最高质量的这个网络这个AI 的数据服务，因为我们我们的数据保障的能力以及我们的这个算力的质量，那都是肯定是一个最顶级的。那么我们希望能够为不只是现在的这种生图的这种 AI 的就推理的服务，更包括未来我们可以提供大模型的这个训练提供高质量的服务保证。OK。
Yeah. So we have many nodes, 12K actually, as you can see, around 12K, as you can see on the dashboard. And I really think that this kind of just shows the power of decentralization, which has brought a lot of value for the EMC ecosystem. And our value, on the other hand, lies in providing the highest quality services in terms of computing as well as storage services. And in the future, we aim to provide not only this kind of raw computing power, but also be able to provide this kind of large model LLM or just large AI model in general training services with a high the high quality guarantee that we've always held ourselves up to in this aspect. Yeah.
对，这个就是我们未来的一些计划和我们对于 EMC 的这个就是未来发展的一些看法。我们就是非常期待EMC Hub 在未来上线能够取得非常大的成功。OK， 我的分享就到此，谢谢。
Yeah, so these are just our plans for the future and our views towards future progress, and I hope that EMC Hub will be a big success. Yeah, that's all. And that's all he has. That's all Million has for today. Again, thank you very much for Million sharing as well. And yeah, Shadow has actually come back online, but he can't see the button to join back in. So yeah, and join Twitter. But back to the topic. All night, I know we've been talking to a lot about EMC Hub, what it does, the tech, as well as the people behind it that make it run, all the collaborators and stuff. But with every Web3 project, inevitably, you'll always get the question of, cool tech, but why does it matter? How can I use it? And more generally, how does this help me make money? And how do you make money, etc.? And so we have with us today a special guest, Terrence, CEO of HashMeta, with more than 15 years of experience in the marketing industry, to share with us really, the monetization and the real world business side of this. Terrence.
Thanks, Andrew. All right, a very good morning and a good evening to all. Okay, just a quick introduction about myself. So I'm the founder of Hashmeta, so we're a digital marketing company. So I came from Netscape, Opera, or IE era, so which have witnessed Web 1, Web 2, and Web 3. So there's one thing that I see consistently when it comes to monetizations, and which is something to do with the content. So if you notice, be it for marketing, for advertising, e-commerce, or even the game, there's some sort of content is being involved. And the content format, of course, it evolved from the text image to more interactive, including short videos and now the live videos and even the games. So I think what we can see is that from the content and the marketing itself, and when we try to combine it with the EMC, the AI model, and leveraging on the AI as a service from the EMC computing infrastructure, we believe that I think there's something that along the line of the marketing that everyone can explore, especially on MarTech industry. So if you look at the general pictures when it comes to the MarTech, there's more than 10,000 marketing related solutions out there currently. And I believe that the AI plus the Web3 is going to give an unprecedented opportunity, either to upgrade or replace all these solutions. So if you take a look at that, I think the compound rate in terms of the markets right now is about 20% year on year, the CAGR. And the market size, of course, is about 400 billion as for last year. This year is 500. And in the next 5 years, I think it's going to grow to about $1,000 billion, which is $1 trillion. So what does it mean is that I think anything to do with the marketing solution wise averagely is a 10,000 software. So you divide by the 1 trillion. So averagely is about 100 million each in terms of the software size or the market size. And personally, I think at the Hashmeta myself, I think we've been running the companies for more than 10 years now. So we have experienced growing from zero to more than $10 million in the marketing segment. And of course, I think as part of the community, I'm looking forward to see how we can leverage on what we have built on top of the solutions that we have. So I've been talking, I think, exchange information with Alex as well in terms of this segment. So what we have is that to offer to the community is that we have been very much looking into marketing segment, and on the monthly basis, I think we are seeing hundreds and thousands of marketers joining our platform. One of the solutions we have, and of course, we have been receiving millions and millions of clicks organically to the platforms that we have. And actually, from the way we look at it, is that this can be part of the assets that I think that we can communicate and we can basically offer to the community as part of the catalyst to start off any monetizations activities, particularly leveraging on the Web2 networks that we have to see how to move this thing and monetize it. And together, of course, with the EMC AI model as well as the EMC computing infrastructure. So as part of the communities, I think we are open to offer this as one of the way that we can contribute to the community. So I think happy to be able to exchange information of exchange ideas when it comes to the monetizations. So I think that's what I have. Thanks. Back to Andrew.
All right. Yeah. Thank you very much, Terrence, for sharing with us, how Web3 really ties into this kind of more business kind of Web2 world, as something that generally creates value, I guess. But yeah, I believe we still don't have Shadow online. Twitter is still doing. Twitter is doing wonders. So yeah. Again, apologies for the technical issues. We'll see if we can get something sorted out. Probably have a recording for everyone who tried to get in, but couldn't for reasons, I guess. But yeah, that's all that we have for tonight. Thank you very much to all of our guests. Despite our many issues, I guess, and difficulties that we fortunately did manage to overcome in the end. But again, thank you all for showing up and tuning in. Again, we really appreciate the support. And yeah, that's all we have for tonight. Till next time. Thank you, everyone, and have a good day or night, depending on wherever you are. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you,
Okay,
Ian.
Thank you, Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew.
okay, thank you, EMC. Okay, bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye, everyone.